was just thinking about how lots of people say, like, oh, if you want something or desire something, then, you know, you should visualize it or call it in or match your vibration to that thing, and just really put, you know, intention behind what it is you want. And I'm working through a new service I want to offer, but I'm testing it on myself and a few other people first to fine tune it. And a portion of the ethos is for romance or relationships. And for that section, the tarot card that I pulled was traveling. And at first I was like, what the fuck? Like, traveling? Like, I don't, like, at first I didn't get it, but then when I looked at it more, and then traveling card, I believe, is number 2. It's unity, together, you know, two energies melding. And it made me realize that right now I am traveling. That is what I am doing. That is a very large portion of where my energy and my time goes to, is to traveling. And for like the past, I don't know, probably like 3 weeks or so, I really have been craving not traveling, like having an apartment or having a house and just having a home base I can decorate and really make my own and just make it all homey. And I want that too. But right now I'm traveling. And I don't want one more than the other, I don't think, because there are things about traveling and being mobile that give me so much more freedom than having a home base. And the same goes to having a home base. Having a home base gives me freedom to do other things or have other experiences that I don't get while I'm traveling on the road. So I think it's very important to recognize that you may like two things. There are lots of dualities in our world, and it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can love and be passionate about both. What I have realized by playing that card and really sitting with it is that I want to experience what's going to be best for me at any particular moment in time. Like, I don't want to necessarily try to strong arm it. I don't want to say like, oh, I want to I don't want to say like, oh, like I want to manifest like traveling for the rest of my life and always being nomadic and never having a home base. Like, I want to be able to stay on the road and live out of a van or an RV or whatever forever. Like, this is my new lifestyle. Like, I won't say that. I don't feel that that's true for me also. But if I can predict what my future is going to be, then I'm probably not going to be satisfied with it. Because I am expecting it to be a certain way. I have no idea what my future holds. And because I don't have any idea, whatever happens is going to be like, wow, like I never even saw this coming. So for me, it's important to not have expectations in that respect. I think it is important to find a balance between manifesting and having expectations. So for me, like, I'm manifesting unconditional love. I'm manifesting unconditional abundance. I'm manifesting bringing more growth and connection into my life. Like, I'm manifesting those broader energies, but I'm not necessarily putting a title or label or assigning them to a specific experience. Again, because you want to make sure that whatever you're calling in can come in the way that's going to help you the most, and not just in the way that you think that you want. An example would be like manifesting abundance. I could be, what I do now is I call in unconditional abundance. I just am leaving it at that. You could be even more specific and say, like, I call in a 2-story house. I really want a 2-story house. I'm calling this in. I'm visualizing the house. I don't know where it's going to be, blah, blah. I'm envisioning that. Well, you will probably get the 2-story house, but maybe that's not the type of abundance that you really needed, that really fulfilled you, that really feeds you in the way that's necessary. And maybe after you get that 2-story house, you realize that it didn't make you any happier, really. Like, you get it's like when we get the things that we think that we want, we realize that we don't want those things, or we don't need those things, or those things don't fill us up. And the difference is you don't want to be filled up with stuff. You want to be filled up with love and pure energy. And the energy of the abundance is very, very different. It's not something that you get and you use and then it's gone. Like, that energy is constant. So that energy is constant. So just be very careful and be very clear and intentional about what you are trying to manifest and what you're trying to call to you. I mean, if you're really certain you want it to be something very specific, then go for it. But if you feel like your future holds something massive, something like you've never experienced, or that you're going to do something powerful, but you don't quite know what, then just call in abundance, call in unconditional love, call in growth, call in progress, call in those big, broad categories. It won't be any less effective, and what comes to you will be exactly what you need. You may not have known that you needed it, but it came in.